Okay, there is actually a hidden filter that is preventing you from getting new grad software engineering interviews. And once I discovered this filter, it allowed me to get new grad offers from Amazon and Google, as you can see over here. Again, what you're doing right now is you're probably mass applying on this exact GitHub repo, the classic Coder Quad and Simplify New Grad repo. And let's be real, it is not working. You've applied to over 100 roles on this repo, this exact one, and you're still not getting interviews. And the reason for that is because there is a hidden filter that recruiters use to determine whether or not to give you an interview. And again, by the end of this video, you're gonna understand that filter, how to make that change to your resume and your applications, and it's going to allow you to get more interviews. And in order to teach you what this filter is, there's no better way to do it than to just straight up reveal the exact resume format and template that got me into Amazon and Google. This is the exact one over here. I'm not holding anything back. This is the secret sauce. And so what is that filter, right? So it's actually broken into two different categories. There's two different categories for this filter. The first one is actually the titles on your resume. I know that sounds obvious, but just stay with me. The titles on your resume that you use for your previous internships, experiences, etc., that is the most important part of your resume. So every week, I actually review hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of resumes for students, new grads, software engineers, and the biggest mistake that I see is the titles on people's resume. People put titles like full stack developer, back-end developer, a research intern or research assistant. Maybe they did that at their school, full stack developer. And this is a huge, huge, huge mistake. That is one of the biggest things that can stop you from getting software engineering interviews. If you want to get more interviews, just change every title on your resume to just say software engineer. I don't care if that wasn't your exact title at the previous role. Nobody's going to verify that. It's completely fine to just cap and change the title to software engineer. And the reason this matters, there's actually two reasons. One is ATS. So ATS is specifically searching for certain titles on your resume, like software engineer. If you apply for a software engineering role, then the ATS is checking to see if you have previous experiences with the title software engineer. But what if you write it as research assistant or full stack developer or backend developer? Well, then the stupid ATS is going to think that you have no software engineering experience. I know that sounds stupid because obviously full stack development falls under software engineering, but this is a huge, huge mistake that I see people making. You need to just change all your titles to say software engineer. And I've actually spoken to recruiters at Amazon and Google about this, and they have confirmed this. Even recruiters, when they're reviewing your resume, they specifically want to see all the titles to be the same. In the eyes of a recruiter, if they see one experience that says full stack developer, if they see another one that says research assistant at your school or something like that, if they see another one that says backend developer or IT intern, recruiters actually don't like this. In the recruiter's eyes, they think that your experience is kind of scattered and all over the place, which I know sounds silly. Ideally, recruiters should know that full stack development, backend engineering, whatever, it's all the same thing. It all falls under software engineering. But recruiters actually think that this is much cleaner and more cohesive. It's just so much more skimmable if they can just see software engineer, software engineer, software engineer on your resume. So you need to make this change ASAP to your resume. Again, this is that hidden filter that literally can decide if you get interviews or not. And I know I said that there were really going to be two categories, right? There's actually two filters. So that was filter number one. Now let's get into the second one. The second one has to do with the actual metrics and percentages on your resume. And I know you've probably heard this advice before. Every other YouTuber, every other person on LinkedIn is saying that you need to put metrics, quantitative impact on your resume, but just stay with me. Like stuff like improving search accuracy by 20%, improving system throughput by 30%. Like a lot of people are afraid to really come up with these metrics on their resume. But the truth is, if you want to get new grad software engineering interviews, especially in this market, then you have got to have those percentages and metrics in ideally every single bullet point down your resume. I mean, it's okay if you skip it in one or two like I have over here, but you should ideally have that metrics, those metrics and percentages in 80% of the bullet points on your resume. And again, a lot of people are afraid to kind of come up with these metrics and percentages because they're like, what if I get asked about that in the interview? What if I can't really explain it? Stop worrying about that. First of all, no one is going to actually go and verify these exact metrics and percentages. So it's fine if you just kind of ballpark it and just come up with a rough estimate. That's completely fine. And two, think about it. If you're not even getting interviews right now, stop worrying about what's going to happen in the interview. Your number one priority should just be getting interviews, and you can worry about what you're going to say in the interview and how you're going to defend it later. That is literally a later problem. And of course, don't just completely pull this stuff out of your ass. Don't just totally make up these metrics and percentages, because obviously that could backfire. But it's completely fine if you don't know the exact percentage. Like here, if someone says improving system throughput by 30%, maybe the exact number on the job was like 35, or maybe it was 33, or maybe it was 25. Who cares? It's completely fine. Nobody is going to verify that. Just put a rough estimate. And again, just use your best judgment, make an educated guess, and add this to your resume. You've got to have that in every single bullet point on your resume. This is so, so crucial. And there's one more YouTube video that I want to share with you. So the real way that I got these offers from Amazon and Google, these new grad software engineering offers, was not really by obsessing too much over the resume. Yes, the resume matters, but it's not the main thing. It wasn't even by getting referrals. Referrals honestly don't do that much these days. It was actually with cold email. Cold emailing recruiters is the number one way to really get interviews in 2026. And so I've actually recorded a full YouTube video. It's going to pop up somewhere on the screen soon that goes over how to find recruiter emails. What do you actually say in the email to the recruiters? And basically everything else you need to know about cold emailing recruiters. Again, watch that video next. It is going to pop up somewhere on the screen soon. You're going to find it valuable, and I will see you soon.